Mark, good morning. Happy New Year.
Good morning, Rob. Great to see you and Christine and the whole team here in 2024.
2024, it's here.
More in 24.
More in 24?
That's it. That's the slogan. More in 24. But what more?
That's great.
More fun.
More fun? We
More,
like that.
more getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, putting yourself out there.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Getting live on the radio. Ooh, karaoke, I don't know. Taking some chances in 24. More in 24.
More in 24.
Hoops, we got hoops. We got more hoops. We got more Quinn Kelly. Can't wait to listen to some Quinn Kelly on the local hoop scene.
It's Marshfield tonight.
Marshfield
Marshfield and Silver Lake.
Local showdown.
Yeah, it's great. We are looking, by the way, for more businesses to sponsor high school basketball.
I'm in.
Yeah, no, I know you're on board,
okay.
Which is great. I heard that they said Mark Stiles wants in.
Same commercial as football. I think it works, right?
Yeah, I believe
Coaching, what does coaches say?
Talking about some of the memories that you had. And
prior planning prevents poor performance. That's what my coach used to always say. Prior planning prevents poor performance.
That stuck with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We still have these lessons that still, that we learned from, and people we looked up to, and all the experiences, and, the ups and downs of going through the sports season. So,
Coach York, may he rest in peace.
Coach York was his name?
Coach Tom York.
Tom York. Some very inspiring words for young Mark Stiles.
Be proactive, right?
Yep. No, it makes a lot of sense. So thanks for sponsoring the basketball. And we thought, we'd talk about the new year and some of the things that continue from 2023 into 2024.
2023 win. Number one win, I think, for 2023. I'm throwing it out there. I'm laying it down. The public-private partnership, the dog park winner in my town, Marshfield, Massachusetts, dog park. I think every town needs to figure out the playbook that Steve Darcy and his team put together, and one of these needs to be in every single town. 351 Massachusetts towns.
It's a lot of dog parks.
It is. It is such a nice community-centric social atmosphere and a place to help train your dog so that when you're at home, that dog's not jumping all over the place and tearing everything up. They get to get that run on, and people, like-minded people, get to be together. And it was all because of a public and a private partnership, public-private partnership. That's the winner of 23. I hope we do a lot more of that in 24, right? Can't do it alone. Got to join together in a collaboration. Collaboration is going to be a big word for me in 2024. Collaborating with those professionals, all those professionals, helping those professionals identify the clients that work with them, helping the clients identify the right professionals in a collaborative model. Looking forward to a lot of that. Looking forward to some unplugging too, Rob, in 24. Unplugging,
okay.
Also known as off-grid. Going off the grid. We talked about this a little bit with Larry last week. Going off the grid. Can't find me. I got support. I got team. Anything that could happen, nothing's going to burn down. We're going to go off-grid for a little bit, check out, come back refreshed. A little recreation for recreation.
I'm sensing some people with anxiety right now listening to you say that, Mark. I can't. Now people say, well, Mark, wait a minute though. You're an attorney. You're a business owner.
What happens if?
Yeah. What happens, Mark? I mean, what if I need to reach you?
What will happen?
Yeah. What
happens if? The very first podcast I ever did, Jack Singer, amazing guy. He trained financial advisors. He was a coach for financial advisors coming out of coaching professional athletes and Olympians. He came in during the mortgage meltdown and the financial crash of '08. And what he suggested, put a rubber band around your wrist. I wore it for about 4 years after I talked to him. That might be something I put back on my wrist this year, on my wrist list, and snap it when you say, what happens if, what if? Snap it, because it wakes you up from that. What if? Well, let's think through what if. Well, you call the office, and there's a collaboration of amazing human beings who can absolutely help you if I'm off grid. And guess what? We're going to let those people go off grid too, because we have a team of collaborators working together, contributing, knowing how to cover for each other so they can go off grid too and check out and really get back to nature in 2024, right? There's a lot of technology coming in, and we're going to lean into it. We're going to utilize the AI revolution as much as possible in our businesses to help push us forward and get people doing more purposeful things, and let the computer do those things that maybe somebody doesn't really want to do, but they can do something something more purposeful.
Going off the grid.
Delegate to elevate. Yes.
Christine,
yes.
can you now, because you're so connected and you always tell me that you're always checking things on the weekends, can you or have you now, can you just shut off and let the guys?
I do.
Good.
And
okay.
I know that there's certain times when my phone is off, and even at home when I'm sleeping, I just turn off the notifications and I tell people, if it's a real emergency, call the police, tell them to come to my house and get me. That hasn't happened yet.
Oh, thank goodness.
So I agree with you, Mark, and then also...
It's all messaging, right?
Right, and no phones at the dinner table. That's the rule at my house.
Amen.
I have a basket, and when the nieces and nephews come, and everybody and the adults, no phones at the dinner table.
Love
Sit
that.
up straight. I have become my parents, but that's okay. I become the adult that I was afraid of as a child.
Yes.
It's respect, though. It's not fear.
Honor.
Respect. No, I like that.
Sit up straight, look somebody in the eye, think of a dinner topic, have a conversation, engage. Put down that phone before I throw it out the window.
Amen. Amen. And it's the invisible hand, right? So it makes you feel better, but what that invisible hand does is it helps everybody.
Well, they complain, but they still come back, so it must be working.
Exactly.
Either that or they like the chicken and baked potatoes.
And the respect and the stories and the wisdom and the love and all of that I'm sure they experience there.
Well, thank you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so gratitude is important. Collaboration, that's going to be going on a lot in 2024. Different, more charity, I imagine. You and the crew are working on things like that.
Great call out. It's funny. So leap year. So are we Charity 365 or Charity 366? I don't know. So the team is distraught about it. Actually, I'm the only one who's bringing it up.
Okay.
Charity 365. This month, we're focusing on Carolina Hill. We started that at the end of last year. We had a re-giftable gift that we re-auctioned off again because the gift receiver said, you know what, throw it back in. And we were able to raise some money. And the hope is that these folks find that housing security and safety that they're looking for, which Carolina Hill's doing amazing things. So we want to raise awareness around that. And gift cards. Gift cards are always the easiest path to success with helping folks out.